Two million deaths have been claimed by over 2 decades of civil war, which was driven by the supposed superiority of one faith over another. Millions of refugees live in the northern half of the country. There, the Christian Sudanese from the south have no rights, but they are supposed to come to terms with their Islamic neighbours. The anger over the forced Arabization cannot simply be put aside. The Catholic Church runs schools in the refugee camps. Lessons are taught in Arabic, as dictated by the government. The tribal dialects from the south are banned. For many of the children, the school lunch is the only meal of the day. Poverty is widespread. The work opportunities for Christians in the north are limited. Most parents don't want to send their children to the government-run schools, where only the Quran counts. The conflict between the north and south has existed for centuries. Arabic Muslims infiltrated the Christian Nubia in the middle of the 7th century during their quest for converts. They were pushed back, but the Arabization could not be stopped.
It's a new humanitarian crisis. Ethnic cleansing of the Nuba people has left thousands dead, and many others fighting for their lives. The Nuba Mountains are home to one of Sudan's largest Christian communities. They're being tormented by daily airstrikes and house-to-house raids from President Omar Bashir's armed forces. Bashir is an indicted war criminal for the genocide in Darfur. Virginia Congressman Frank Wolf says it's important the church in the West stands up for these persecuted Christians.
I think the church in the West has to really do a better job of advocating for the persecuted church. Well, if anything, hopefully this hearing can motivate not only the administration, but also the church, the leaders of all the denominations, to come together for advocate for this.
But despite this danger, hundreds of thousands have returned on their own, even though the infrastructure for a new life barely exists in the south. These people have nothing and must recover their belief in a future without terror and violence. They come because they long for justice and they want to live as Christians.
Bashir's soldiers are reportedly burning down churches. Bishop Andudu is from Sudan's South Kordofan. He also testified to the devastation that happened at his diocese.
My house was shot with the guns, and my chaplain was able to escape through the window. And also my offices and cyber cafe was burned down, and cathedral as well.
For 15 years, I have been running from one place to the next, trying to stay away from the government of Sudan. And they would be on our heels, burning and destroying our churches.
They came in while we were worshiping on Sunday morning and just opened fire on our church, killing 3 people and wounding several others.
We were running in all directions away from the Payawa church, and they captured over 200 of us. Several days after the government had captured me, they beat me several times. They beat me across the back, they beat me across my arms when I would try to protect myself. They would just beat us, and for 2 years I was in prison and I had to build their houses. I was forced into labor. My family had to do the same. They had to work for the government of Sudan against their will. To this day, I still don't know what happened to a lot of these people that were captured. I don't know if they were killed. I have never seen them to this day. And I pray that God sends them back from exile. And I pray that they are still alive. But I don't know what happened to my friends.